fight for our right to self-determination. And in the 17th of January, mo kí gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire we cannot give up. Our fight is a fight that must continue, and we must not be intimidated. A very good morning to those of you that have joined us on the broadcast. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, as usual, I'm always on the move. Ara exposure òun ni pé kéèyàn máa lọ láti community kan sí community kan, bọ́rọ̀ kan. Tó bá jókòó sí ojú kan, o ò lè mọ bó ṣe ń lọ láíláí. Ṣé rí ti ṣe ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà? Kò lè wí pé àwọn tó mú Nàìjíríà dání wọ́n pray pé kí Nàìjíríà kò work. So, and if anybody is thinking that Nigeria will work, I can only pity such a person. Nàìjíríà wa kan fi gbàgbọ́ pé Nigeria is just as one of the most crazy country tí àwọn politicians yìí fi ìyà lọ fi ń jẹ yín, and it is a deliberate act. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè ṣiṣẹ́, but wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ máa ṣe prayer lójoojúmọ́ pé kọ́lọ̀ ń torí ìwọ náà mo views yẹn ẹ má bínú. Àwọn àpè mi like tí bá ti wà lórí road kí n máa show yín ní views and how things work. Ìwọ náà máa wo gbogbo ohun tí mo máa fi ń ṣe àpèjúwe ọ̀rọ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń béèrè pé kí ló kàn, kí ni way forward? Way forward ni pé we must continue the fight. A dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ give up. Má bínú pé there's a lot of movement. A gbọ́dọ̀ give up. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹ́yìn nísìn. Give up ò gbọ́dọ̀ sí nínú dictionary wa. A máa fight délẹ̀ láti gba òmìnira wa ni. Kò sí èèyàn kan tó ń fún yàn lómìnira o. Ẹ bá gbọ́ pé èèyàn kan máa fún yín lómìnira, irọ́ lẹ pa. Nobody gives the country. Arábìnrin àpórí so we try láti mú bí ṣe máa dè mú tí kò ní sí frictions yẹn, because mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wo view yẹn. Ìwọ náà máa fi ṣe àpèjúwe ọ̀rọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ bí a ṣe ń sọ fẹ́yìn ẹwà nílé ẹni kémi máa bọ̀ nílé níwá àti wálé kọ́ ni problem, but problem tó wà níbẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé kẹ́ tó lè mọ̀ pé ayé pín sí méjì wà kọ́kọ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, never give up. The politicians are concerned, they are worried, and can see that we are determined. How about that to give up? There will be probability that a máa da Nigeria wò níjọ́ kan. But nítorí pé distractions ti pọ̀ jù and we are losing focus, our common enemy is the Fulani that is holding us and the Western world. The Western world does not care whether there is insecurity in Nigeria, as long as tí kò bá ti affect àwọn. Britain ò lè ever like pé kí terrorism wà ní UK. America ò lè fẹ́ kí terrorism wà ní America, and the same goes to all those countries. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá sọ fún mi pé Tinubu ló máa wá sort the problem in Nigeria out. Àtíkù ló máa wá sort it out. Ẹ rí Peter Obi ní London lánàá tí àwọn diaspora tó ń sunkún tó náà ń rẹ́rìn. Everybody knows that there is no way Peter Obi will be given the opportunity to become the next president of Nigeria. So ìjà náà ló ṣì máa ṣẹlẹ̀. So if anybody is thinking that Peter Obi will be the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you're wasting your time. because Peter Obi himself is one of the cabals, one of the politicians that have held your bondage. And on what constitution? Any of the three candidates, nobody's going to vote Sowore anyway. So Sowore is just, playing around, thinking he will be the president of Nigeria. Nobody's going to vote Sowore. But the question is, who is still believing that there's a country called Nigeria? Look at all the views. Like I always say to you, these are rural areas, but yet they are far better than Lagos State. Lagos State that is meant to be the commercial hub of Nigeria. Lack of infrastructures. A lot of people are even excited that they have a new train working in Lagos State. I just pity a lot of you. I hope the train doesn't stop with the Chinese locomotive that is being used on it. Let me say something again. The politician does not want Nigeria to break because they are making a lot of money from Nigeria, and it's a fact. The politicians are making so much wealth out of Nigeria. Moriembe, Opeyemi, ìwọ náà máa fi ṣírò pé tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo bí iye wa ṣe rí lélẹ̀, tó bá jẹ́ pé bí Èkìtì ṣe rí lélẹ̀, Ondo ṣe rí lélẹ̀, bí Lagos State gan ṣe rí lélẹ̀, Ogun State ojoojúmọ́ ló ń jiyàn pa. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní kí n keep quiet, wọ́n ní Koiki ìwọ náà wá darapọ̀ mọ́ bọ̀ nílé. But one thing you forgot to remember is I left Nigeria 24 years ago. Mo dẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ Yorùbá dáadáa. At least mo ti sọ Yorùbá nù. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yìí tẹ́ wà nílé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọpẹ́yẹmí, àwọn mad people all over the place. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ diaspora tó ń sọ fún yín pé inú àwọn ń dùn pé Peter Obi wá sọ̀rọ̀ ní Chatham House. What is the relevant for Peter Obi to come and speak at Chatham House? Ṣé bí Boris Johnson ṣe máa wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà? I thought we have a lot of educated Nigerians, but I now realize that a lot of them are dumbs. But ẹni tó ń gbé ní UK, what do you expect? They're excited. Peter Obi is in London, everybody is shouting. When the Miloko came, everybody is happy. When Atiku came, everybody is not literally, but for whatever reason, they're just happy that they came to London, they came to Chatham House, and I believe INEC chairman, imagine, our own INEC chairman will be speaking at Chatham House as well today at around afternoon. It is just a shame that after 108 years of the fake amalgamation, the Yoruba lives, the Hausa lives, the Kanuri lives, the Igbo lives, all the ethnic groups in Nigeria, nobody is enjoying Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the most shittest countries in the world, and it is a fact. Nigeria remains the capital poverty of the world. Omodi, because ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ lè gbóúnjẹ kankan mọ́, ẹ láti rely lé àwọn Hausa tó ń gbóúnjẹ bọ̀. So bẹ́ẹ̀ mi bá wá ń sọ fún yín lójoojúmọ́ tí mò ń pariwo tẹ́ ń sọ fún mi pé mo mọ tí mò ń sọ kò ń ṣàyẹn ọmọ Yorùbá nation náà, àwọn tó ń support Tinubu. Ìbéèrè tó yẹ kó máa béèrè ni pé látijọ́ tó ti ṣe tán ní yunifásitì àbí polytechnic, ǹjẹ́ o ti ríṣẹ́? Tó o bá tẹ̀ wá lọ sí ẹ̀rí sórí gbogbo ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n ní sìn, sórí snow, òtútù nìyẹn o, sórí snow lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn. Ilẹ̀ wọn ń ṣe ilẹ̀ ọlọ́ràá bí àwọn tó wà ní Yewa, ilẹ̀ wọn ń ṣe ilẹ̀ ọlọ́ràá bí àwọn tó wà ní Ọ̀ṣun state. Òtútù ìrìn ló ń pè, tó bá rí gbogbo omi yẹn ní sọ ti di ice. But pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àwọn conquer so many countries. Bó ṣe conquer so many countries, Elédùmarè nìkan nìyẹn yé, torí pé mo mọ̀rú agbára tí Elédùmarè gbé fáwọn òyìnbó tó fi lè conquer as many countries around the world, títí dé China, títí dé Hong Kong. Ṣọwárí gbogbo àwọn buildings tó ń wò lẹ́yìn yẹn factories ni wọ́n, kò ń ṣe church. Factories òun ni gbogbo wọn, bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa gbogbo Ìkẹjà ẹ ti sọ di church. Ó dá ká máa gbàdúrà o, bọ̀ kí làdúrà fi ṣe? Sórí gbogbo àwọn businesses tó wà lórí highway yìí, ìlú kan ló wà láàrin ibẹ̀. But à ń sọ fáwọn tó wà nílé pé àwa náà lè create ìlú. Once wàá ṣeré jàre Ọlámilékan, all Koikimedia team, a very good morning to you and well done as we love you so much. Wo rí field yẹn òtútù ti mú níbẹ̀. Inú òtútù ni mo wà, inú òtútù làwọn grandma wà, inú òtútù ni granddaddy wà. But a lot of people are saying, shut up, you cannot sit in London and dictate to us. I'm not dictating to anybody. British ló dictate sí gbogbo wa pé ká lọ máa jẹ́ Nàìjíríà, and that was in 1914. Wọ́n fún wa ní regional government. The first ever election was rigged by the British government in 1959. Àwọn kan ní kí ló mú prove wa, can you imagine? àwọn kan ní àwọn like Tinubu Peter Obi làwọn máa dìbò fún ẹ bá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé on which constitution are they going to vote Peter Obi? Because we know that the 1999 constitution is not working. The 1999 constitution is one of the crime scenes in Nigeria. There is nepotism. DSS, ọmọ DSS, ẹ lọ Google ẹ lọ sórí Instagram, ọmọ DSS ó wà so powerful débi pé convoy tó ń gbé káàkiri ó ju ti governor gan lọ. Ọmọ DSS lásán nìyẹn Bichi, a Fulani guy. Custom Fulani ló wà níbẹ̀, immigration Fulani ló wà níbẹ̀. But a lot of Yoruba people tó ń gbé ní UK, tó ń gbé ní abroad, wọ́n ní Koiki kì í bí gbájọ́ ń gbé níbí báyìí ni o lè máa sọ tó ń sọ yìí nítorí pé Nàìjíríà ṣì máa work. Ìbéèrè tí mo máa ń bi wọ́n ni pé níjọ́ wo ni Nàìjíríà fẹ́ work? When is Nigeria going to work? Ṣé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí gbogbo wa bá darúgbó tán? Àwọn kan ti wà nílùú yìí ó ti ń lọ bí more than 40 years. I have been in this country now for the last 24 years. Mo sọ fún pé mi ò like travelling púpọ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wà látà ni tí bá pè àjọ máa gbéra. Ó like driving ní motorway. Èmi ò like motorway driving, for whatever reason. Mo ń sọ fún yín pé orí M1 ni a máa gbà láti fi gba Yorùbá nation. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní náà ẹ jẹ́ ká gba orí M25. Mo ní wà látà nìyẹn. Cousin mi òun like orí M25 because traffic máa ń pọ̀ lórí M25. Once again, this is a live broadcast in the 17th day of January. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń béèrè pé kí ló kù tá a máa ṣe Mr. Koiki? I like gbogbo bó ṣe máa ń fún wa ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbìyànjú yìí bó ṣe ń ṣe wà ní London. But kí la máa ṣe? Níta máa ṣe ni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ pariwo tí gbogbo àgbáyé máa fi wá dá sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. A gbọ́dọ̀ strangle Nigeria. Torí tá a bá ti strangle Nigeria a lọ sí anywhere. Àwa máa strangle Nigeria yẹn kò ń ṣe tíyàn máa wá sórí social media tó máa wá sọ fún yín. Ìyẹn máa wáyé spontaneous ni. Èèyàn 5, èèyàn 6, èèyàn 200, èèyàn 1 million. But ní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé gbogbo èèyàn dúró de bàbá wa olóyè Dr. Sunday Igboho. Olóyè rẹ̀ ti ní ká lọ máa ṣálì lọ. Kò sí ẹnì kankan tó gbọ́dọ̀ dá wa dúró. It's our right. Ẹ lọ wo Rufai Oseni lórí Arise TV immediately tó pa àwọn ọmọ wa ní Ọjọ́ta. Ó ní they have the right to protest. Gbogbo wọn ló sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa yàtọ̀ sí ọmọ olè fọ Ruben nìyẹn jẹ́ Abati. Òun nìkan ló sọ̀rọ̀ almost against our right to self-determination. Kódà Túndùn nígbà yẹn jẹ́ ẹ lọ wo fídíò yẹn èèyàn kan share pẹ̀lú mi. But ṣe rí ariwo tá à ń pa lórí social media ó dáa. But tí a bá jáde sí títì ká block gbogbo ibi tó yẹ ká block tí ṣẹ́rí yìí tí Lagos State tó ń dẹ́rù bà wá yẹn nígbà tí bá sí movement nínú Lagos State ó máa affect business transaction tó ń lọ nínú Lagos State tó bá dẹ̀ ti affect business transaction àti fẹ́ bọ́ sórí wọ́n pè bìkan ní North Circular A406 àwọn ibi tẹ́mi like láti máa drive lé lérè sórí gbogbo ibi tó ń wò tó funfun yẹn òtútù ni o ẹlòmíà níyà Koiki mo like irú òtútù yẹn náà kò ń ṣe òtútù ọyẹ́ o òtútù tó máa ń káwọ́ kò tó máa ń fihàn ní arthritis àìmọye àwọn ìyá wa tó ti ní arthritis gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jáde àwa náà ń gbìyànjú labroad à ń ṣe bàtà lè ṣe àwọn kan ní ẹbọ tèmi kó family mi wà ní London ṣé ọmọ tí mo bí sí Nàìjíríà ṣé òun ni kí n máa gbé bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ìbéèrè ni o ṣé ti bá tẹ drug ẹ̀ ṣó máa tẹ̀lé mi wá ambọ̀sibọ̀sì ti bá drug ẹ̀ mo ti rófin níbí báyìí torí pé òfin wà nílùú yìí Nàìjíríà ló wà lawless Nigeria is a lawless country kò ní ẹni òfin kankan tó guide mo wá ń sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àsìkò tí a gbọ́dọ̀ bára wa lẹ̀ lóde ìwọ náà máa wo gbogbo road network yẹn sórí gbogbo tá a fi ń wọ̀nyí within 10 years kódà ẹlòmíì máa ṣí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ̀ but ó dà ń pé atútù wa láìkí káwọn kan máa sọ pé ìntàwà kan ṣe kò dá olóṣèlú là ń tẹ̀lé ṣẹ́rí gbogbo statement yẹn is a complete bogus gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ wọ́n ní evidence whereas wọ́n kó rẹ̀wẹ̀sì sáwọn ọmọ àti wà lórí A406 fáwọn tó bá mọ London dáadáa is the North Circular ó gùn ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ but òun kó dáa pé òun kọ́ ló gùn jù anyway ìdí tèmi ti like ṣé wàá rí gbogbo àwọn van tó ń wò yìí àwọn white van yìí tó bá ń kọjá lọ wọ́n ń pè wọ́n ní irú àwọn tó wà ní Yewa kò jẹ́ kẹ́ máa gun ọ̀kadà káàkiri ọ̀kadà ò kì í ṣe mode of transportation ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi ní Ondo State ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi ní Ọ̀ṣun State mo kí gbogbo àwọn leaders wa dáadáa, mo kí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan, mo kí gbogbo chat room tí olúkálukú ti ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbìyànjú lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Sórí gbogbo àwọn tó ń gun mọ́tò yìí, ẹlòmíì ọ̀fẹ́ ló rà, ẹlòmíì rà pẹ̀lú company, oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà. Kò wá ń ṣe pé ká wá máa gun ọ̀kadà káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ká wá sọ di àti kẹ̀kẹ́ napep. So gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́, they know it's a lie. Olúkálukú wá bó ṣe máa jápa, ẹni tó máa lọ sí African country, ẹni tó bá rí visa wọ UK, tó bá ti lè wọlé, má bi mí pé báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ wọlé o, ìyẹn ṣe problem tèmi. Èmi náà sáré kúrò Nàìjíríà ní 1998 ni, èmi náà sá lọ ni, torí pé mọ̀mísí tèmi ti rí foresight Nàìjíríà pé kò lè ṣiṣẹ́, and my mom left in 1991 nítorí dọ́là ni mọ̀mísí tèmi ṣe kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. ṣé wàá rí ìwọ tó ń sọ pé Koiki shut up bó ṣe wà yẹn, òun náà ń tọrọ owó ni o. Sórí gbogbo àwọn mọ́tò tó wà lẹ́yìn yẹn tó ń rí yẹn, àwọn mọ́tò tó dúró yẹn, àwọn ló ń pè ní highway maintenance. Iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé kọ́ maintain títì. Sórí ohun èmi náà kì í máa ṣó yín ní gbogbo eléyìí, but bí àwọn kan tó máa fún wa ní a bit of, ẹ jẹ́ n gbé fídíò yẹn padà wá sọ́dọ̀ mi. Bóyá ti bá ń ṣó yín lẹ́ǹkankan àwọn images bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, it would also help us. Èmi ò ní dákẹ́ lórí ìrìn àjò yìí, èmi ti sọ pé no going back ni, torí èmi ò rí bí kankan tẹ́mi fi lọ mọ́. Nigeria is not possible to come because tàbá wálé DSS máa lé gbogbo wa mú, but ẹ jẹ́ kí èmi máa bá yín fi mídìí kí n máa fi bá yín bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà. It's part of the guerrilla warfare. But everybody wants to know exactly how we will break Nigeria. The way we will break Nigeria is we will all have a role to play. The role call me play. And if you can play my role, you can also start media conversation. And if you cannot play that role, then there's nothing I can do. As you are lórí afẹ́bọ́ sórí 812. 812 is the Sherry Bubba motorway yẹn is like the road network. Wọ́n connect ara wọn ni. A tún máa show yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún padà sí àwọn videos yẹn. Once again, mo kí gbogbo wa from wherever you have joined. Ẹ má ẹ̀ka àwọn politicians. Politicians they are the crazy people. Kódà Pastor Paul Adefarasin, only your politicians are matter. Wọ́n lè pààyàn. Mo ń gbọ́ wòlíì kan lánàá. Wòlíì yẹn ní kò sí politician tí kò kí ń lo ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní gbogbo wọn lò. But at the end of the day, so many Yoruba people, so many Igbo people that are still believing in one Nigeria. Kò sí safety, mọ́tò á máa lọ apáyàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, if the opportunity to leave Nigeria will do, yes, if you have any opportunity to leave Nigeria, please do so, but be careful not to get caught up pẹ̀lú àwọn scammers. Because the country is so bad, so everybody, so àwọn èèyàn sọ fún báwọn lè bá yín ṣe UK visa, American visa, Canada visa, you might end up in all these Arab countries, and those Arab countries are the most wicked countries in the world. Bí a díẹ̀ ní wọn ló gbádùn. Ẹ lọ sí Dubai nísìnyí, gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Dubai inú tunnel la wà nísìnyí. Ẹ lọ sí Dubai nísìnyí, gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Dubai nísìnyí. Boy tó ń wá kọ́ọ̀ṣì tí mo wà nù ẹ̀, very very young boy pátápátá ni. Bí a ti bá wo age ẹ̀, màá fẹ́ lè sọ pé kò tí lè ju bí a 30 years old lọ. Mo doubt ẹ̀. Ẹni tó ń wá kọ́ọ̀ṣì tí mo wà nù ẹ̀ ni mo sọ yìí, young boy pátápátá. Torí pé ó mọ̀ pé tóun bá ṣiṣẹ́ fún bí a 10 years, ó lè tó upgrade, kó lọ train, kó di pilot, ó lè máa lọ wá plane. But Nigeria nísìn, tó bá ṣetán ní university, ó yẹ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ kan, bóyá cleaning ni, bóyá kitchen porter ni, bóyá engineer ni. Láti ibẹ̀ wà wá upgrade ara again. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Nigeria tẹ́ bá ti kàwé tán, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Nigeria is full of scam. Blood money dẹ̀ ti pọ̀ ju Nigeria, tẹ́ bá wà careful. Oríṣiríṣi owó tó ń ná Nigeria blood money ni. But èmi ò ní dákẹ́ nítorí pé bàbá wa alànà, bàbá dáadáa, bàbá alálùbáríkà, àwọn kan láìkí bàbá yẹn problem tí nìyẹn yẹn ṣe problem tèmi. I believe in him and I continue to believe in him. You don't have to believe what I believe. So problem tèmi àti tiẹ̀ ó yàtọ̀. ìwọ́dẹ̀ kọ́ ló bẹ̀ mí pé kí n máa ṣe Yorùbá nation. Professor Banji Akintoye remained the leader of the Yoruba nation, and if there's any other leader, that's their own cup of tea. Baba wa Wale Adeniran remains the leader. Baba wa Banji Ayiloge remains the leader. Baba wa Okebe Orunkosi, ìyá wa Janet Fashakin, àti Baba wa Prophet Ologunoluwa, and all the leaders, but the ogbonge leader tí government bẹ̀rù jù nínú movement yìí, òun ni Dr. Olóyè Sunday Igboho Òòṣà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn kan ní mo ṣe lè máa sọ pé loyalty mi fún Igboho ló wà. Problem tèmi nìyẹn, kò ń ṣe problem tiwọ. Ìwọ náà máa ṣe tèmi ń ṣe, kò mú loyalty ẹ lọ síbi tó fẹ́ mú lọ. Wọ́n ní loyalty mi ó yẹ kó wà lórí Yorùbá nation láti ọdún mẹ́ta. Ṣé mo yí ẹsẹ̀ kúrò nínú Yorùbá? Èmi ò ẹ bá wá sórí program rẹ̀ kí n sọ fún yín pé ó wù mí pé kí n stop Yorùbá nation. Àwọn kan ló wá ń bẹ̀ mí. Ṣé èèyàn kan ló bẹ̀ mí kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni? So I have not done so in the last 3 years. So my loyalty is for Dr. Oloye Sunday Igboho. If that is a concern for you, lọ mu tíì sí àbí kó lọ mu ògèlè lórí àbí gàrí. But at the end of the day, the struggle for Yoruba nation is what I'm fighting for. And how do we fight for it? We will continue to give you exposure. Ṣé gbogbo ilé tẹ̀ ń wò kò ń ṣe ilé olówó, kódà ẹlòmíì wà nílé ẹ̀wà láì ibi tó ń pa òun náà kò ṣe kékeré, but ó ń gba support lọ́wọ́ government. Mo sọ fún yín pé anyway ẹlòmíì ṣì wà nílùú ìnísìn kò tí gbàwé ẹ̀ kọ́lọ̀ ń jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí ìwé. Tí ìwọ náà bá wá fẹ́ wá sí ìlú yìí tó bá fi student wọlé, wàá realize pé tòótọ́ ni Koiki sọ ó yẹ ká ti pín tipẹ́tipẹ́. Ṣe rí ibi tó ti ṣe Olympic òní bíbáyìí. Ẹ má bínú kámẹ́rà mi ò lè turn it sí the other side. I will have show you a little bit, but ibi báyìí ló ń pè ní àti wà ní side area Stratford. Èmi á máa fi tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá létí pé the longer we stay in Nigeria, the more problem that a lot of us will be facing. Kò sí ewu as of today, the exchange rate this morning, your command send exchange rate in similar àárọ̀ is 920 naira. Ó ti fẹ́ di 1,000 naira to £1. Ṣẹ́rí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń rò pé tí political party kan bá wọlé wọn máa fix Nigeria. The debt on Nigeria is almost 77 trillion. Ìjọ́ la fi san tán. Interest la ṣe ń san, àìtẹ́ tí san ju owó. Sórí poverty tó ṣì máa gun Nigeria, ọlọ́mọ ayẹ̀kẹ́ máa ṣára yín sí kéékèèké, kẹ́ máa jẹra yín nínú kókó ọbẹ̀. But à ní ká pariwo síta kí a stop Nigeria. Àwọn kan ní no, ẹ má yẹ ká stop Nigeria. Once again, mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí frictions ti wà ní. So àwa máa sọ fún yín pé Nigeria ò lè work. Come to Nigeria. Nigeria, I left Nigeria 24 years ago. So my fight for you, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn, they are not even talking about the breakup of Nigeria. Ṣorí àwọn èèyàn ló máa ń wá sílé ló máa lò ó bí ọ̀dọ̀. Ṣorí ọ̀nkọ̀ ẹ̀ tó wà lábroad, àdúrà tó ń kọ̀ ẹ̀ ń gbà ní pé tóun bá wá sí London, tó bá wá sí Nigeria, kò di driver, kò máa drive káàkiri nígbà tó yẹ kí wọ́n máa ṣiṣẹ́. How ni ẹ́? Ṣorí team you be dealt with because last man máa deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, ọlọ́pàá máa pa yín, kò ń ṣèpè. Ojoojúmọ́ lọ́lọ́pàá ń pa yín. Ní ojú ẹlẹ́gba níjẹta ọmọ 25 years old tó ń wa kẹ̀kẹ́ náà pẹ̀ wọ́n yìnbọn wọ́n pa ó ti wà ní mọ́ṣúárì. Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilé, the first serving combat helicopter for Nigeria, eventually she was killed. Bámiṣé Èkó ló ti pa. So you will be killed. So but we are saying that the country is not working and it can never work. But ẹ̀ ń disagree pẹ̀lú wa. Ẹni àwọn ṣé mi wá jẹ́gẹ́ bí agitator? If you're an agitator, I am not one of your agitator. I am a freedom fighter and I'm using UK. I am not your Bole Kaja media. A media tó jókòó sínú ilé tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí inú yàrá ẹ̀. Go out when I feel like going out, and when I go out, make myself represented. But at the end of the day, we continue to advise those of you at home. What is in need for you as a Nigerian? I am a Nigerian. I am a Nigerian. Okay, agree. But kilo wa nínú ẹ̀, what is in it for you? As a Nigerian, is it your citizenship? Is it your passport? Is it the benefit that you are getting from the government? What actually are you benefiting from Nigeria? I'm talking to you. You that you are saying that, I should come back home. What benefit are you getting from Nigeria? You that you say we should not break away from Nigeria. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbé ní Lagos State, ẹ ní drinkable water, omi, ẹ ní basic toilet. Gbogbo ìgbẹ́ tẹ́ ń yà, ojú títì lẹ́ ń yà sí, ẹ ń ju short put ní lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ ní good health care. Tó bá sick nísìn, ìwọ tó ń wò mí tó support wọn Nigeria, tó ń support Tinubu, òun support Atiku. Òun farawé àwọn tó wà lábroad. Ṣòro àwọn tó wà lábroad, they have everything for them. Èmi náà kò wá okay o, but ó sì prefer than being in Nigeria. Ṣòro ìwọ tó ń support Atiku, Tinubu àti àlò tripod wa. So there's a lot of movement. Ẹ má bínú. Ṣòro ìwọ tó ń support Mokinya wa, Modúpẹ́ wa. Ṣòro ìwọ tó ń support, the 1914 amalgamation has expired, but they don't want to believe. Everybody's thinking that Nigeria will be a great country. You are comparing yourself with the diaspora that is supporting. Majority of them are in the barber shop there. Some of them are private sector job. Some of them are public sector job. And some of them does not have documents. And they can support Tinubu from UK. They can support Atiku. You are comparing yourself with Reno Mokere that has stolen so much money while he was part of the corrupt system of Jonathan. You are supporting Doyo Kukwe. Do you know that Doyo Kukwe's daughter just graduated from University of Hull? I pity a lot of Nigerians. Your life has been strangled. Your life can never be better. It's as simple as that.
Okay, everyone. First
your life cannot be.
First stop, Bo Church.
Your life cannot be better. But a lot of you, your life cannot be better. But everybody is waiting for miracle. That's why there's a lot of churches in Nigeria. There's a lot of mosques. There's a lot of traditional places. Everybody is hoping that there will be a miracle that will help you to survive in Nigeria. The way a country works is, let me show you a bit of more view. No. That's the end broadcast, so I take by the broadcast. Once again, my name is Allah Yomi Koiki. I am not your agitator media. I am a freedom fighter using my media platform to enlighten and educate the average Nigerian that doesn't know that their life is being mortgaged. So the ambulance, your life has been mortgaged. Your life cannot be better. But a lot of you are hoping that one day, maybe when the prayer comes through, you will survive Nigeria. No, you cannot survive Nigeria because even Britain is going through a lot of, economic crisis because of their intervention in the Ukraine war. So it's making life difficult. You understand? To buy rent motor, most often I don't have to drive in this country, but to buy day Scotland, day anywhere, I can rent a car, and that car will take me. But how do you do all these? You must have a country where identity is working. Nobody knows who is who. People are just coming into our towns, our villages. They will just settle down there. Some of them have lived there for 30 years, 40 years. We don't have any clue, whether they were born in Nigeria. The border is porous. Your life remains as the shit hole. This is our this is a police station. Even though they're closing a lot of police stations here in UK as well. UK is going into recession as well, but
Next stop, Milan Station.
But at the end of the day, they are still struggling. So London, England, let me tell you, there's England, there's Wales. Wales is less than 3 million. Wologba World Cup. Wales is not even up to Osun State, and it's a country. If we were running a regional government, our politicians would probably have support the breakup of Nigeria. But a lot of them have become very powerful. What is Jali? School anything, girls' school, sixth form. And all these you are looking at, school kan lele nisin, Central Foundation Girls School. At the end of the day, a lot of you ẹ̀ ń farawé àwọn peer groups yìí tó wà ní UK, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yín tó ń sọ pé ẹ má dá àwọn Yorùbá nation yẹn lóhùn, ẹ lọ gba PVC yín, ẹ lọ vote Tinubu, ẹ vote Atiku, ẹ vote Peter Obi. They know that none of them is going to perform any miracle, because it's no miracle that they can perform. Nigeria is in a mess. The economy is in a mess. They cannot deal with the terrorists. We have Boko Haram, we have ISWAP, we have ISIS, we have different fractions of terrorists operating and breeding in Nigeria. Our borders cannot be defended. But about Igba Yoruba nation, we can defend our border. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe ọ̀kadà, wàá training, you become a border patrol, you become an immigration officer. But today, if you want to become an immigration officer, wàá kọ́kọ́ lọ wá málà kan tó mọ èèyàn kan tó máa jẹ́ kó di just a recruit nínú custom. A lot of you will continue to suffer. You will suffer and suffer and suffer.
Marlin Station.
And orin á pé ṣẹ́rí ẹ̀yin tí wọ́n pé one Nigeria will favour you. I don't understand how that is going to happen. But for me, I am not fooling myself, and I cannot fool myself. Nigeria is walking backwards. Every country around the world, there are some countries that is worse than Nigeria, don't get me wrong, but kò sí tó kàn wá pẹ̀lú yẹn. We the indigenous people, our indigenous, tí à ń sọ èdè kan náà. Nigeria doesn't have a language. Sure, English is not our language. English was put on us by the British Empire, by the British government, by the British colony. But today, everybody is speaking blah 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 blah, and we think that we have arrived. But at the end of the day, when you get to this country, before you get your British passport, go to LB or anybody, before you get your British passport, you need to go and now do English. Imagine English that we speak in Nigeria. They will now tell you, no, go and do English test. You need to do English test before you get a British passport. And far away, àwọn tó ní foreign passport that is far better than Nigerian passport, and they will come home for Christmas, they will come home for Easter, and you will be their servant for 2 weeks. You will be their servant for the weeks that they will be in Nigeria, running errands on their behalf. At the end of the day, we are saying again and again, Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. Let's break it now and let us have peace of mind. There will not be peace of mind because there will be more terrorism in Nigeria, because none of the political parties can solve and eliminate the terrorists that are operating in Nigeria. The terrorists operating in Nigeria are becoming much more powerful on a daily basis. Don't expect all these boy cover from any support. The only support they can give is when the government start killing us. But you cannot allow government to kill us. But freedom doesn't come cheap. Gbogbo olú tẹ̀ ń wò yìí náà, àwọn bàbá wọn náà jà káàkiri ni. Ìbára olè tó jà lọ́jà dé Nàìjíríà tó kó resources wa. And they set it up, and now some of us have managed to migrate here, and some of us are not coming back home. Some people have died here. Do you know how many Nigerians have died that couldn't make it back home, even though they would have loved to die back home? Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa ní ọlọ́mọdé kú síbí báyìí. Well, ibi tí kú bá múyàn dé náà ni. Death can catch up with you anywhere. But if Nigeria was working, ṣorí bó ṣe so kíní mọ́lẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé ní Africa ni, ṣorí gbogbo orin tó so mọ́lẹ̀ á ti máa fọ́yàn lórí, á ti máa gúnyàn. But because there is no safety, we don't care. And you think your politician cares about you? Queen Mary University of London lélẹ̀ nísìn, ìwọ náà wò àwọn tó jẹ́ foreigners, they will be paying a lot of money. There's about 66,000 student visa that was issued, if I'm right, according to the British government last year. At the end of the day, ìwọ tí o ní ìwọ náà fi wá kàwé ní London, ó fi pé iṣẹ́ easy láti ṣe níbí báyìí ni. Okay, máa bọ̀. When you get here, you will get the message. Ìyẹn ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn Nigerians náà ṣe ń ṣe odù ló ń ṣe níbí báyìí o. Majority of them, let me tell you. Kọ́ dáwọ́ mọ́wọ́ kọ́ ju eléyìí sí wọn, kọ́ ju eléyìí sọ́hùn. But ike ò ṣe ná mọ́ nílùú yìí nísìn, because ìlú yìí náà ti ń wá advance. you know. So fraud táwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa ṣe nígbà táwọn wá ní in the 80s, gbogbo àwọn fraud yẹn ò ṣe possible mọ́ nísìn. Òyìnbó náà ti gbọ́n, òyìnbó náà ti mọ̀ pé gbogbo ilẹ̀ ń ṣe fraud, you know. Àwọn dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Nigerians àwa la jẹ́ one of the biggest fraudsters, you know, even though kò ń ṣe gbogbo wa, but at the end of the day, you know, one bad apple ó máa bà gbogbo apple tó kù jẹ́ ni. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń find it difficult. In the 80s, in the 70s, ẹnu ọ̀nà ní Nàìjíríà ti ń gba visa tó bá wá sí UK, as long as tó bá ti lè ra ticket. But lẹ́ni nísìn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ká tó lè gba visa a máa tó méjì mẹ́ta. Tó bá fún wa ní visa yẹn àwa máa fa immigration tèmi 14 years ló take. But at the end of the day, èyí tẹ̀ wá ń bèrè pé Koiki kí ni way forward? Well, the way forward is let everybody stand up. Let everybody wake up. We are in our slumber and soon. And through the miracle, I like a miracle to pọ̀ jù ní Africa. Wọ́n ti fi miracle, wọ́n ti fi ṣe wá. A fẹ́ máa gbọ́ prophecy. Ó dá kí n máa gbọ́ prophecy. But prophecy without action, a máa wà níbẹ̀ forever. So àwọn ní sọ̀rọ̀ tán, gbogbo gbàlà a máa rí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Èmi ń sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé ẹ má deceive ara yín. Mo kí yín bàbá wa Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbà, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Sórí gbogbo ariwo tá ń pa, gbogbo àwa tá ní ká dá dúró, kó lè bá rọrùn fún gbogbo wa náà ni. Kó lè rọrùn fún mi, kó lè rọrùn fún wọ. Ká lè ní system tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, system work. But the current system in Nigeria is not working. It's not going to work, and it can never work. Don't let anybody fool you. The system is going to work. It does not favor us. The north part of Nigeria, àwọn ọlọ́pọ̀ jù nínú Senate, the north ẹ̀ṣẹ̀gan ní Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbà, àdúrà máa gbà. Irú àwọn yẹn nísìn kò sẹ́ni tó máa lọ sí church wọn nígbà tó ń ṣe àwọn church ńláńlá bíi àwọn jíò yín. So ẹ fi pé inú church ńláńlá nìkan làdúrà ti máa ń gbà. Irú àwọn Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbà nísìn tẹ̀bá tó bá ń ṣe live program kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa lọ nígbà tó kì í pariwo tó máa làágùn bí àwọn church míì tó yẹ pé ìyá máa wọ́ndà pé ṣé ogun láyé ni. But àwọ̀ ní stop láti máa sọ̀rọ̀, a máa encourage yín, a máa sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá nìkan ló lè jẹ́ kí a ní àlàáfíà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n ń béèrè pé kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀. In tó bá fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ni kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kò sí tó ń bọ̀ lókè tí ilẹ̀ ò gbà. Èmi ti sọ yẹn fún yín. Kò sí tó ń bọ̀ lókè tí ilẹ̀ ò gbà. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó sú wa, ẹ má jẹ́ kó rẹ̀yìn. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ẹ ti gbọ́ different nonsense. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí kò kẹ́ gbọ́ ẹ̀ ń gbọ́, ẹ̀ ń stress ara yín. Kí lẹ lọ ń gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún? Tẹ bá fi pé ẹ̀ ní kankan tẹ fẹ́ fi íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yín ṣe, ẹ ṣe save ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ fi gbọ́ Koiki, ẹ save íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yín, ẹ lọ máa fi ṣe research. No going back ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbà, no going back. Nítorí pé wọ́n lẹ́yìn kì í tẹ̀sẹ̀ bọ́ inú omi kó tún máa wá kígbe òtútù. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ẹ ṣọ̀kọ̀ akin, ẹ dúró dáadáa. Ṣe rí federal government, okay, ẹ give an example nìsín. Buhari tí gbogbo yín bẹ̀rù. Tí Buhari bá lọ, tẹ́lómi bá tún wọlé, ìyà tí Buhari fi yín jẹ náà lòun náà máa fi yín jẹ. Kò bá jẹ́ APC ló wọlé, kò bá jẹ́ PDP ló wọlé, kò bá jẹ́ Labour Party ló wọlé. Ìyà tí Buhari fi yín jẹ, òun náà làwọn náà máa fi yín jẹ. Nàìjíríà ò lówó kankan lọ́wọ́. Nigeria is broke. Nigeria is very, very broke. Ẹ ṣe gan ni Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbà. 3 years ni Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbà ti sọ pé kémi tó meet wọn ni lọ́ọ́ sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa pín. Lọ́ọ́ ti ń sọ nínú church wọn. Church mélòó? Bàbá wa Adébóyè wọ́n ò lè sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa pín. Wọ́n náà lọ́wọ́n tí ì fi wọn àwọn ẹni tó máa jẹ president Nàìjíríà. Lẹ́yìn bàbá wa tó máa ń wọ white yẹn, mọ̀ àwọn torúkọ wọn tó máa ń wọ white ní fi ṣe service wọn. Ṣé mọ̀ àwọn torúkọ wọn? Àwọn nìkan náà lọ sọ pé Buhari demon ni Buhari. Bóyá Buhari dáadáa ni, bóyá Buhari tó ti kú ni. Sherry, let me tell you something. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yóò mọ̀ pé they can make things happen. Lótìtọ́, you are seeing Buhari with Biden, you are seeing Buhari with King Charles, but we don't know whether that is a real Buhari or not. But at the end of the day, a lot of you are scared because of Buhari, but Buhari himself is going. In another few months now, Buhari will be gone. And if we remain in Nigeria,
Next stop, Whitechapel.
you'll be talking about
Next stop,
hospital kan wà níbí báyìí. Ẹ má bínú ọwọ́ mi kún ni mo lè máa ṣọ́ yín púpọ̀ mọ́. Tó bá rí hospital yẹn, jẹ́ n sáré fi ilé wọn yìí, library yìí. Ẹ wo library, sórí library. Sórí, ara ń tàn sọ nìyẹn, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀ tẹ́ wà níbí báyìí, sórí library nìyẹn. Sórí knowledge tèmi ti gain níbí báyìí from 24 years tí mo ti gbé níbí báyìí. Òun ni mo fi ń ṣe kò ń ṣe Prophet Ṣẹ́gun àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa pín kò ń ṣe tó máa ń ṣe lára àwọn bíi set àwọn bàbá G.O. Adébóyè ni bàbá yẹn mo rántí orúkọ wọn mọ́ òun máa ń kò láìkì Buhari máa yàn láìkì Buhari rárá kò ń ṣe Prophet Ṣẹ́gun. So in the nutshell, Nigeria was designed to fail. Àwọn kíní kan àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ń jayé lọ ní òyìnbó kíní kan òyìnbó pẹ̀lú problem tí ìnáwó ń já. Yeah, thank you so much. Bàbá Oyèdípọ̀ kò like Buhari rárá. Oyèdípọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò like Buhari rárá. Ó máa ń sọ títọ́. Bọ̀ bàbá wa Adébóyè of Redeem, bàbá ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ sókè nítorí pé Ọ̀ṣínbàjò wà níbẹ̀. Ọ̀ṣínbàjò an evil monster ni Ọ̀ṣínbàjò. Gbogbo tó ń lọ nínú Aso Rock Ọ̀ṣínbàjò mọ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ti sọ fún bàbá wa G.O. bọ̀wọ́ òfin sọ̀rọ̀ wọn náà lọ́wọ́n ti sọ fún àwọn. Everybody is fooling themselves. Èmi ò fool ara mi o, ẹ̀yẹ́ má fool ara yín. Let's remain strong. I know it's a very rough road. Ṣe lè rí náà àwọn tó tẹ̀ tí ń ṣe for the last 30 years ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn àwọn Comrade Victor Taiwo, bàbá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, George Akinola and the rest of them. But at the end of the day, everybody knows Nigeria protests to heavy. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo rally tá à ń ṣe yẹn, ẹ má máa fi sọ́kàn pé rally nìkan. Lábẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé it is going to be government wants to kill you and you should be ready to defend yourself. Article 51 of the United Nations Charter. You have the right to defend yourself and you can defend yourself with anything. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yìí nísìn náà kò ń ṣe bàbá Tibetan mo kíyà tó bí mi lọ́mọ ẹ̀ka àbọ̀ sórí ètò kò ń ṣe bàbá wa Oyèdípọ̀ ni mo fẹ́ rántí. Bàbá Oyèdípọ̀ bàbá yẹn kò láìkì Buhari rárá. Ó dẹ̀ ti sọ fáwọn èèyàn kan máa vote Buhari ní 2015. Let my people go, Exodus 5 verse 1. Òun ni Pastor Emmanuel Tọ́gbọ́n sọ fún wa yẹn. Á kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tẹ́ ń sọ títọ́ ni o. Torí àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run kan wọ́n sì ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa work. Èmi ò mọ̀ bí tí Ọlọ́run ti ń fi wọ̀n wọ́n pé Nàìjíríà máa work because ìtàjẹ̀sílẹ̀ ti pọ̀jù nínú Nàìjíríà. There is too many blood flowing in Nigeria. Ìtàjẹ̀sílẹ̀ ti pọ̀jù. My name again is Olawumi Koiki. You're watching a live transmission. It is 17th. Yeah, winners. Yeah, winners. Yes. You know. He speaks all the time. You know, he speaks all the time. We have everything within us. We have the resources. Then in Nigeria, ti kú nínú ẹ̀mí. Ṣẹ̀gbọ́n, ó ti kú nínú ẹ̀mí. But because people are still seeing Nigeria as they are hearing the name Nigeria all the time. I was watching. How many people have Twitter account? And tó bá ní Twitter, ẹ lọ register. I keep saying it is very, very important. A lot of my information I pick on Twitter. It gives you up to date. It's good that you all put your comments here, but every day let's try to send one tweet with hashtag Yoruba Life, hashtag Yoruba Nation Now, hashtag Yoruba Nation Forever. So at the end of the day, you will expect that Professor Yemi Ọ̀ṣínbàjò, I said it 2 years ago, he should have resigned from this government, but he refused to resign. How you doing, my brother Olakunle, my namesake? Professor Yemi Ọ̀ṣínbàjò, the evil monster in Aso Rock, short man devil, Agbowonrin, Baba Agbowonrin, he should have used his integrity to resign from the government as far back as the second term. Kò jẹ́ kó tẹ̀lé wọn lọ fún second term. He should have said, no, let them bring in somebody else to become the vice president. With all his education, with all his knowledge, Yemi Osinbajo could not perform any miracle in the government. Rather, he has been rubbished. Even his hometown in Ikene does not have 24 hours constant electricity. Is it not a shame? We have all these leaders and we are them. Nigeria that has been together for 62 years, it has failed every individual, including the old, the young, the widow. Àìmọye opó tó ń sunkún, àìmọye ẹni tí ọkọ yín ṣiṣẹ́ sójà, ẹlòmíì ọ̀tá ìpọ́pọ̀ ẹ ti kú, ó rò pọ́kùn sí wà lójú ogun. I pity a lot of you. Ẹlòmíì ọlọ́pàá ọkọ ẹ ti kú, wọ́n sọ fún nítorí pé kó má bàa gba àwọn gratitudes ẹ̀, àwọn owó tó yẹ kó fún yàn tọkọ yàn bá kú lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, like those of you that work in the security, like the military, the police, they're not going to do so. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo Nigeria system is to make sure that corruption continue. And this corruption is something that the Western world likes so much as a lot of you don't understand. How many people know that there's something going on in Switzerland? How many people know? I'm just asking. How many people know that there is something going on? Sorry, my glasses. In the middle of the way, there's something going on as we speak right now. How many people know what is going on in Switzerland? How many people know? That is where they make decisions for the African countries. Those that are stealing African money, they are now in Switzerland making decisions for me and you. Switzerland is currently hosting World Economic Forum. It goes on every year. These are the people that make decisions for Africa and Nigeria. Mokin Yawa Wuyi Adewuyi. Good morning. Good morning, Babawa Olusegun. At random, I'm just saying good morning to everybody. Yes, a new Buhari is the minister, Bayo Beni Akingbala. The vice president knows that Buhari is dead, but he's pretending as if Buhari is still alive. Aisha Buhari knew her husband died and she ran out of Aso Rock to go and be living in Dubai. And today, Aisha Buhari is becoming fat on Nigerian money. But it's easy for them to pick a young boy, even though that young boy, Emma PTL, that young boy that Aisha Buhari picked, Ingba Tokpa, Omo Tokpa ni Sheni Shokoto Kolo Tipa girl yẹn, Deborah. When Deborah, Davos, yes, Davos is going on in Switzerland. This is where they make decisions for Africa. All the African wealth is making, all the decision is happening in Davos, in Switzerland. There's about 1,000 private jets. I'm sure somebody like Tony Ilemelu, they are all corrupt politicians and businessmen using Nigerians as a gimmick. Now they want to start Big Brother to distract a lot of Nigerians. Use Big Brother to pants, television, and you will get distracted. Your life will become very, very useless. But one thing is, Biafra will go, Middle Belt will go. There is no way Nigeria can survive another 60 years. There's no way. We have now become more exposed. We have become more, understanding the truth. And the truth is what is going to liberate a lot of you. Forget about all these your uncles and your aunties, your grandma that are living abroad and telling you that we're talking nonsense. Some of them will never come back home. They've lived there for 40 years, 35 years. They can't come back home. Òyìnbó ti lò wọ́n bó ṣe lò èmi náà. Gbogbo àlọ́ òyìnbó ti sọ di half body. Iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe nínú òtútù, òun ló lọ náà kan yẹn. People are working different jobs, but they will not tell you to break Nigeria, but they want to come to Nigeria to oppress you. There is nobody called Nigeria. Nigeria was put together by the British government. Mo fẹ́ máa sọ òyìnbó lẹ́ǹkankan, tọ́lá àwọn tó wà ní coach. Kọ́lé máa mọ̀ pé tí mò ń sọ níbí báyìí, ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni mò ń sọ. Nigeria was put together by the British government in 1914 by Lugard, the evil monster. Spirit Lugard ò ní sinmi láyé fún wàhálà tó kó ìmọ̀ àtìyẹn sí. You think we are happy to be coming like this if we are a nation of our own? Yoruba Kingdom is much powerful than United Kingdom. We have all the resources. But the Queen and the grandmother and the great-grandfather, they stole everything out of Nigeria and most after Africa to bring the wealth here and build all these gigantic places. And then they're now using us as a second slavery. It's called the next generation of slavery. And we are saying to those of you, ṣé gbogbo yín náà lè fẹ́ wá síbí báyìí ló fi wá ṣe slave, ó fi máa fọ gọ́tà, ó fi máa fọ̀gbẹ́, ó fi máa ṣe kitchen porter. A ní wẹ́dà tó dá nílé, a ní wẹ́dà tó wà nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí a lè fi ṣe production, tá a lè fi tọ́jú ara wa. A ní àwọn tó jẹ́ economics tó máa ṣe economics ilẹ̀ Yorùbá fún wa. A ní àwọn tó máa develop apps, a ní àwọn tó lè jẹ́ technology. But nobody wants that. Everybody wants to save Nigeria for the Western world that have killed a lot of Nigerians and Africans. And yet, when we speak, some of you idiot, you think I'm one of your bolekaja media. Àwọn media tó lè jáde láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ pé inú social media mẹ́rin nìkan ló ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. Èmi máa ń jáde káàkiri ni láti lọ fojú kàn wọ́n pẹ́sẹ́. Wàhálà tẹ́ dá síbí báyìí. Wàhálà yẹn náà ló ń lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn. Kò ní sí sinmi fáwọn náà. Bọ́ọ̀ ṣe fi ìsinmi sí àti dé Liverpool Street, so mo ní pẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀, so màá ní láti end broadcast yìí torí I have other things to do. Once again,
London, Liverpool Street.
Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Jẹ́ kẹ́ wo bí Liverpool Street ṣe rí bó ṣe rí ṣorí tó ti ń ṣe fàájì ló ń wò yẹn, so bó ṣe lọ nìyẹn. Jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa tún ẹ wá, èmi ò tán ra mi. Èmi mọ tí mo fẹ́, mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa forílẹ̀ ìdíwẹ́ kàgbéga falẹ̀rí. Mo ti gbé lura wọn. No. Ó ti sápọn mi lórí. I have to come down now anyway. I can't tell me that tí bá padà wá later. A very good afternoon and have a very blessed day. My name is Olami Koiki. Let's continue to ask for our right. It's our right. Self-determination is not a crime. Don't let any media bully you. We have the right to self-determination under the UN Charter, under the African Union, under the European Union, and under the fraudulent 1999 Constitution. Toyin Ibesan, Okibugonyon, Tawa Kalitu. I will be your last man standing, whether they like it or not. Bye for now.